Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. It's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Tennessee Titans taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan ball club entering play. They come in off another victory a weekend ago. That ran their win streak up to 7 now.
And I think that win last week established them as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with confidence and swagger, and you need that to go a long way.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
Set to kick off.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The tackle made.
A look at the numbers for Mack from last week. 17 carries, 81 yards.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Page out of his hands quickly to Pittman.
Page's pass.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now a second down and 6. They run the draw play with Mack. And he is going to get this close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the Titans 44. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he is going to have a Colts first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First down, Indianapolis.
On first down, Page. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Looking to throw on second down. Page. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And some space here. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
His kick is good. Makes the score Colts 3, Titans.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
Okay, just to make sure I'm clear, you have not voted for NFL MVP yet, correct?
I always wait till the end. I always wait till the end.
I do the exact same thing, but let's just be honest here. Does he still have a shot? Here we are, week 16.
Yeah.
He's in the race, but is he really there?
Yeah, I think he needs a little help. It's French. Don't you agree?
I agree. I think he needs a lot of help. People have to play poorly down the stretch around him in terms of the other people who are the candidates, and he needs to be absolutely beyond spectacular. I think it's going to be really, really tough. But you know something? Being his team MVP, that's not such a bad thing, is it?
No, and he has been great for this team, no doubt about it. 8 quarters to prove himself. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 13 carries, 76 yards.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on it.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Spencer. Over the middle, complete. It's Morrison. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They run with Henry on first down, but nothing much materializing as he'll get forward only for about a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second down now, it's Henry, and he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 26. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man, complete. It's Smith. And down inside the 15 he goes.
1st and 10.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with the score Colts 3.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he stopped immediately there.
Derrick Henry, the ball.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Michael Gallup with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting. Matt gets hit and the ball is free. It's picked up by the Titans. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Spencer. Forced out to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Back to throw. Spencer, a bullet throw, but incomplete.
Just looking at from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Makes the score Titans 10.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
And the Colts coming out now. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
To throw on second down, Page. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Able to power through, rolling to his right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards for... down.
A gain of 12. And a Colts first down.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
From the gun on third down, Page. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown. But when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 1st and 10, Spencer. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now it's Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Off the play fake, Spencer. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Man open left side is Brown. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Colts' 35-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Spencer. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it, but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
On third down, Spencer. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down, Spencer. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Spencer under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Spencer. Quick slant to Brown. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, but it'll be second and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Spencer. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will do it for this. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. A first down carry for Henry. Down right around the 25. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, Spencer. The open man is Smith. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That makes things really difficult.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that side.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game. But this player, disruptive in all phases. Whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, Makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, Henry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Spencer. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Spencer, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Indy set to go on offense once more. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Nashville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Titans on third down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he will have a Titans first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Spencer. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Going to throw right side here, complete.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Milano coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Spencer. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And this offense is running away with this one.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just a
on is Hopkins now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun.
Page. He'll get this complete to his running back, Bowden. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now this one complete on the slant route. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of
Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row and now a pickup of 8. To throw on 2nd down. Page. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll run on first down with Evans. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brown. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the